What's up, you guys? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about physical media, about Blu-rays and 4Ks and the way we like to buy and own our physical media. Today I'm going to handle something that has really been bothering me. I, over the last several months, have been making purchases and just been shoving them on the shelf. So some aspects of my collection are really annoying right now, and it's time to reorganize. So the steelbooks, they're okay. The Disney stuff on top, okay. The TV shows on the very, very top, they're okay. Documentaries and dramas are kind of together. They're all right too, but really what I'm concerned about are the action movies and the horror movies, which make up the bulk of it. I might have to relook at Criterion's and Arrow Videos, but what I want to do is grab some stuff. I want to get some of my smaller collections together and put them in one spot. I have many Shout Factories, but I don't have that many Kino Lorbers. I have a few of the Vestron line. I have some MVDs. I'd like to get those all together in one section. I do like to organize either by genre or by studio. We've talked about this in previous videos. Genre is probably the most important, but I also like to organize by studio too. And I think you should organize based off how you view. And I mostly view by genre. I come into this room ready to watch something, and I know what genre I want to watch, but I don't know what movie. So genre is most important to me, but within those genres, I'd like to do some studio sorting too, because I like having my arrows close together. They just look nice on the shelf. So come with me as I reorganize the sections of this collection that need to be reorganized. Okay, guys, the struggle is real. I'm working on this. I had these here before. I've left them here. These are my Blue Underground 4Ks. As I'm going through my stacks, if I find more Blue Undergrounds, I'm going to just stack them on top. You notice that I stack some of mine. I don't like the standard sort of library look. Plus, my shelves are really deep, are really tall, so I need to take advantage of that height in order to get more stuff in here. So here's the struggle. There's a handful of struggles. So I have here Death Wish 2. This is a Shout Factory. But then I also have Death Wish 4, which is not a Shout Factory, but they seem as though they should go together. So what I already have that I know is going to go in place, here are all of my current Shout Factory releases with slips. They're going to go there. I like these leaned over this way because I don't like to drag the Blu-ray across when pulling it out, because I think it damages the edges. So with slips, I kind of like to lay them on their side. So there's that. And then I also have here Shout Factory releases that don't have slips, and I will add those on top. Yes, before you say it, I know it makes it difficult to pull these movies out to view, but it's not that difficult, it's not that big a deal, and gives me a little something different aesthetically and saves a lot of space. So I think what I've decided to do, because I have so many lines that I have small numbers of, 3 or 4 or 5 of, like I have a handful of Synapse releases and that kind of thing. If they're not super, super premium, or I don't have a really crap ton of them, I'm probably going to just not sort by those labels, because it makes it too difficult to break things up by genre. This is already weird enough because the Shout Scream Factory section has drama, it has action, it has horror. Luckily, I know Shout Factory, Scream Factory stuff pretty well, so when I go to bin shop, I can, for watching, I can do that. I haven't decided about these yet. I don't have many of these. These are the Mill Creek releases. They're honestly not that special. They just have cool little slip covers on them. Right now I have them here because I also have my Vestron releases here, and I can put those together to take some space. And I think we'll start. No, you know what? These slips are going to have to sacrifice it and be on the side like that, because I need to use this space properly. All right, so I have those, and then I also have here I don't know what I'm going to do about this death wish situation yet. I have some code red stuff, but I don't have many. I just have a few. So I'm going to do more small line, but this is going to be horror because the majority of my Scream Factory, all of my Blue Underground, and the majority of these are horror. So this is just going to be an extension of the horror section. So I'm going to put some other small line stuff in here, but mostly if it's horror. I've flipped a lot of my Blue Undergrounds knowing that the 4Ks are coming. So this is what I have. So there's no purpose in wasting this space. So I'm going to put some of my smaller line titles on there. And this is just part and parcel. We're going to talk about this more with the battle between organization and aesthetics for me. Because now I can put my Paramount Presents. I only have a few titles. But one of them is most assuredly not horror. But I like the way these look together on the shelf. So what do? This is a real issue. For now, they're going on the shelf together here. I'm going to think about this a lot, though. Yeah, see, that looks cool. Feel free to share your opinion. I know it does a lot of you guys your OCD damage that I don't do alphabetical, but I have no interest in alphabetical because my mind doesn't work that way when I'm shopping for films to watch. So I have, a few code red titles here. I'm going to look here in this horror pile and just see what else I have that's got a slip, and maybe we'll start putting those on top also, just for protecting the slips and also aesthetics, right? So I've got One Cut of the Dead, putting that there. We're not talking about that movie. If you haven't seen it, just watch it, please. I just did a video on Grindhouse. We're going to put it there. Right, those are looking pretty good right there. I don't know how well you can see them. So then we've got a few other slipcover titles. These are our studio releases, but let's put them. They're horror. Now, all but maybe one title here is a horror movie, so that's progress. And now, tip these back up, these Vestron titles, and then we'll go ahead and add the rest of the stuff. So up here I have a few video games. I also have this, so we're going to start some horror up on this section too. Here's the section where I'm doing something really different. For the longest time, I kept all of my 4Ks in one spot because I just like how they look aesthetically on the shelf together. Those black cases all just look nice together. So the 4Ks are slowly beginning to overtake the Blu-rays in my collecting though. So I don't feel I can really do that anymore. I'm going to do mini 4K sections within each genre. So here's some 4K horror. That is not one of these. This is more studio stuff or different. I'll start with, obviously, as we did before, I'll start with the slipcovers. We'll put those babies right there. And then we'll add some 4K non-slipcover editions over the top of that. Okay, horror movie section done. Unless I find some other films that I've missed in my piles, and I probably will. But we do have a spot here that is still open that we're going to need to properly utilize, and I can either utilize that space with some decorations. Definitely, obviously need some bookends, but I feel like it's probably going to need to be filled in with something because space is becoming an issue for me. I do have another full shelf up that I can get rid of decorations, but I really like that up there. Do you call the thing a science fiction film or a horror film? It's both. For ease of organizing for now, it's going to go in the science fiction section, but I could see myself doing a John Carpenter thing at some point. I'm finding more horror here and there too that I forgot, that I'm adding over here. Okay, let's do some non-slipcover 4Ks. I think possibly the worst 4K in my collection, quality of the image-wise anyway. Oh, I found a few more slipcover action movies here. I found one more. Can it fit over here? Will it fit? Yes, it fit. Oh shoot, we got another slipcover. Guess I'm gonna put that here because those stacks are full. Alright. There's a non-slipcover. Can't forget Apocalypse Now. Second best Spider-Man movie. I'll die on that hill. Second best. And no, the new one is not the best. Alright, a few more action slipcovery ones. Some slipcover Blu-rays. I think I'm going to start those. No, let's put those over here. I like it. This leaves room to put some more no slipcover 4Ks as I acquire them. Okay, I have a mix mash of films here to finish this off. And what do we have here? We have the slipcover. Now, I could do an entire superhero section, but I feel like if I start getting too small in the sections, too many subgenres, then I'm going to waste space. So, superhero movies right now go in here, as do animated superhero movies for now. There is a section over there of Disney stuff in the Steelbooks, and that's a whole different thing. Okay. This will do for now. In the summer, when I do a complete collection with you guys and show you everything I have, including stuff that you can't see on camera now, I'll do a deep reorganization. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Share your thoughts. I know I didn't organize it as deeply as a lot of you guys do. Some of you guys are really impressive in how deep you organize your collections. Me, just put it in a genre so I can dig through that genre and find it. Ultimately, if I really wanted to go video store, I would alphabetize within each genre, but I just don't have the energy to do that. Eventually, I'll see some of these things shrink down into more subgenre type collections as this collection continues to be curated. But for now, I think this will do until the summer. Until next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with your friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV. I'll see you guys on the next one.